Hey, this is Jordan, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're like me, you love music. I grew up listening to music, whether it was in an old cassette, walking around with my Walkman with a CD player. They had the CD player where you could put in the CD and walk around and it would skip, or the CD player that had the non-skip functionality. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're not as old as me. Jump into the age of digital music where we had, MP3 players coming out from all kinds of different brands, to the evolution of the iPhone where we can stream music now. So I want that same experience for my kids. I want them to be able to listen to music while they're on the go. I think it's a great way for kids, for adults, right, to kind of be able to feel their feelings and express themselves, but not an outward expression, more of an inward expression. You want to have your thoughts and feelings felt like they're understood, and music does that. Artists are able to encapsulate our feelings in a song and just make us feel something, make us feel understood. So, I want that experience for my children. What I don't want is my kids to have an iPhone right now. We have 7, 5, 3, and 1-year-old. Obviously that's off the table, so no iPhone or connection to the internet outside of what they already have with an iPad. So about a year ago, I started doing some research into this, and I found this. This is called the Mighty Vibe. Now, it may look very familiar. It has an ability to clip on. It's very small in form factor. It might remind you of this. Do you remember this? This was the iPod Shuffle. It was a great hit. So Mighty Vibe has taken this idea that was once owned by Apple in this space, and they've refined it. And basically with this, you can use streaming services. So you can connect it to your phone, download music from a Spotify, and then take it with you on the go. So with the long introduction out of the way, let's jump in and take a look at this thing. So here it is, the Mighty Vibe. Now, just for comparison's sake, I'll put over the iPod Shuffle here as well. You'll see there's a lot of similar characteristics on the front. You have your play button, which is in the middle, volume up, which is on the top, volume down, which is on the bottom, and then the ability to skip songs forward and backward. They both, if you remember, the iPod Shuffle here had a clip to where you could clip it on, take it to the gym, etc. So that exists here with the Mighty Vibe as well. The ability to use this clip it on your pants, your shirt, what have you. This has a headphone jack, so you can plug in headphones here directly, or it has Bluetooth functionality. So that's one thing that, obviously, remember the iPod Shuffle didn't have. You had to plug in and use your headphones. So this has Bluetooth as well, so you can use your AirPods or what have you, but Bluetooth does work with this. One thing to call out up here is there is a playlist button as well. So once you load your songs on from your preferred streaming service, we use Spotify, but you'll load in a playlist and it will give you audible feedback here. So as you have your headphones on, you can click this and it will cycle through your playlist, and when you let go, it will then start playing that playlist. So getting started is fairly easy. You'll go to the App Store, you'll download the Mighty app. Here, this is your home screen. I'll go ahead and power this on. So I hit the center button. This will light up green, and it'll take a second to turn on. This green light will go away once it's connected, so we'll give it here a second. So after that goes off, you'll see here that the Mighty is connected. You'll see the option to connect, this is what my son was using, JBL Bluetooth headphones. You'll see the option to connect that and turn that on as well. So that's on the connection screen. On the home screen, again, you'll see kind of what's already loaded on here. So you'll see this has my son's playlist, the Cohen Mighty Eminem Clean version, and Fortnite songs. So that's what he's into right now. So you'll see everything that's loaded on the device. If I go to plus here, this will show me all the playlists that are currently on my Spotify. So I can go through here, I can choose songs or make individual playlists. And then what I do is I'd come down here, I choose a playlist, right? Let's Post Malone. We're not gonna load this up, but let's act like we are. And we click sync now, and that would directly sync that over to the Mighty. So overall, pretty intuitive app, pretty straightforward, right? You have your connection to your devices, such as the Mighty itself, the MP3 player, your headphones, the home screen where you can manage all your content and music, the plus screen where you can hook up to your streaming service. And then what else do we have here? Oh, this just shows, hey, I'm connected to the Wi-Fi network right now. That's how it pulls the songs over. And I also have Spotify connected right now as well. So I'm pretty sure you can use Spotify and Amazon Music. There might be some other streaming services available as well, but I know Spotify is the big one for this. So a few things worth noting here with the Mighty Vibe. It can get about 5 hours of playback, hold around 1,000 songs. Once again, it works offline, so the perk is you can load this up with songs. Your kids can take it with them, you can take it with you to the gym, and you don't need your phone. So it has offline playback. It is drop resistant, which I think is also good for kids. There's no screen to crack. It's also water resistant. So these are just a few of the features here with Mighty Vibe that I think make a viable solutions for young ones when you're not ready to give them a smartphone yet. If I had to pick a negative for this thing, honestly, I would say it's the charging cable. So this is a USB to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So this will obviously go in here where you'd plug in headphones to, and this charges via USB. Now, this doesn't seem like a big deal until you lose this cable. Then you don't have any of these other cables laying around the house. So I'd love to see the incorporation of, USB-C to USB, or just some other type of option where you can pick up a cable you have around the house to get this thing charged. This is probably the third cable that we've had. Now granted, you can buy these very cheap on Amazon, but once again, they just get lost in the drawer sometimes, and it's hard to find this specific connection. So once again, probably the only drawback that I've seen with this device. Now you can find the Mighty Vibe on Amazon for around $119. It has mixed reviews. It's a 3.5 out of 5 stars on there. I've had nothing but great things to say about it. So get in there, check some of the reviews out. It's always good to read some of the 5 stars, the 1 stars, kind of figure out what's the best in between. I'd say, hey, if anything, Amazon has a return policy. If you don't like it, send it back. But overall, we've had it for about a year now. Nothing but great things to say. So that's it for today. Pretty short and sweet video. Check it out, the Mighty Vibe. Great little music streaming device. You don't have to worry about a lot of the technical things you'd consider on potentially an iPhone. You don't have to worry about internet access with your kids. Just a good on-the-go device that you can take offline. Yeah, otherwise we'll see you next time.